Hello, Collective Singles. Elsie here to do a reading for you. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for checking in here. This is day number 4. I know that day number 3 came out really late. It came out early this morning. Just I had a problem with the upload. But now we're on day number 4. This is day number 4 of the 7 that we're doing for you. This is Singles Week, and I'm here to do a singles reading for you. What should we use? Where should we go? I feel like we're supposed to go over here. Way over here. Let's do this. Let's talk about you singles. I'm not asking for anything specific. We're just going to let the universe tell us what is going on with the singles. Now, this is not time-stamped because this is not your reading for your specific sign. This is for the collective. So I'm going to call out the signs and symbols as you need to know them or see them in order to know what's going on here. You take care of putting on your little tinfoil intuitive hat and we'll figure out what's going on together. Let's do that. Please use your discernment and your intuition to know if this reading is about you, because not all of them are, right? All right. Let's find out what's going on for you. Collective single read, please. Tell me about the collective. What do we need to know? Tell me about the collective. I haven't used this deck in a long while. A good tarot. Tell me about the collective, please. All right, we've got the 4 of Cups here. 4 of Cups. Are you in a comfort zone, friend? Because it looks to me like you are. Feels like you're secluded. I'm just remembering or Charlie, my guide, is reminding me that as a child, I would go to the public pool, right? The pool that was around the corner, and I would go under the water always because it was so quiet under there. And, all the kids are screaming and yelling like crazy at the top of the water, and I would go under the water and hold my breath for as long as I could just because I loved the silence. I feel like right now you love the silence for somebody out there. But I feel like this is a comfort zone, a place where it's like, you have your emotions are stable, right? 4s are always about stability. Your emotions are stable, but I feel it's because you're not making yourself available to anybody. It's like she's holding bubbles. I'm in my little bubble, right? I'm in my bubble, and this is where I like to keep my balance, but it can end up being a little bit stagnant in a comfort zone, right? We've got the Ace of Water. So the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like you're avoiding, is what it feels like. The Ace of Cups is in the reverse, and I feel like somebody here is avoiding going out amongst people because I feel like you don't want to be disappointed. The Ace of Cups is in the reverse. So it feels like, you know what, I just don't think that there's anyone out there for me, or I'm not willing to put myself out there. I'm not willing to, do all the things that you have to do to meet people and get to know people just to have my heart broken. I feel like you're like, why should I come out of my 4 of Cups energy where I'm comfortable for an Ace of Cups in the reverse? Tell me what else is here. We have the Empress. That's what it is. I feel like you've really done a lot of work on yourself. Now, look, the Empress is Libra and Taurus energy, but you don't have to be Libra or Taurus to be an Empress. In fact, the Empress is all of the queens, and that is about wisdom, right? So if you don't know what the wisdom of all of the queens is, go use ChatGPT. ChatGPT will tell you who the Empress is and who each of the queens are. So that's how you know if you're actually at that level. If you are already, you'll know. But the Empress energy, it feels like the reason why you're in sort of this comfort zone is because you've done so much work on yourself, is what it feels like. Look, I've finally got myself to a place here where I don't have need of anything. And the Empress doesn't need it. So Queen of Pentacles, I don't need someone else's money. I make my own money. Queen of Wands, I'm independent. I do my own thing. I don't have to answer to anybody. Ask, is it okay if I go out with my friends? I'm not interested in that. And, the Queen of swords, right? I usually stand up for myself. I'm speaking for myself. I'm being honest and truthful with people, right? And the Queen of Cups, right? I do have love for me. I have a really deep depth of love for me. So I feel like it's almost like a protection, like you're protecting yourself because you've done a lot of work on yourself. Now, if you're a person who wants someone to need you or you need someone, that's not Empress energy. The Empress energy is somebody who now has they've taken care of all of their own needs, and now it's flipped into want. Maybe I want that instead of needing that. Tell me why the Four of Water is here. Four Cups. So this Empress energy usually comes with a little bit of wisdom, and which means that it's unlikely to be an Empress in your 20s. Not impossible, but unlikely. And it's wisdom, right? You don't learn all of the energy of all of the queens that early in life. It's usually around, mid to late 30s, maybe early 40s. And somebody learn it later. Look, I didn't learn it till I was in my 50s. We've got the Patience card. So patience is temperance. So I feel like you're supposed to be patient, that something is going to show up for you here. I'm telling you about the Ace of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Messenger of Air. Interesting. Because it does feel like for some of you that someone might be watching you. Now, you might know this. There might be ways that you can find out online if people are watching you, right? You can do it through stories for sure. But it looks like with this Messenger of Air, there's something here that you're contemplating or thinking over or trying to come to an answer of. And I feel like you're patient. It feels like I've got a lot of time to do this. I'm not really in a hurry. The Messenger of Air is the Page of Swords. And so I feel like while you are learning to be patient, and the Empress is that, right? Learning patience. While you're learning to be patient here, it feels like you are waiting for someone to show up for you, that you're not interested in chasing anybody because you don't need it. You're being patient, waiting for things to happen for you. We've got the Six of Wands, and I think it's going to happen for you. I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention. And by the way, the Empress can be feminine or masculine. We do see a woman on the card, and the Empress is feminine leaning, but also has masculine energy. And we know that because Taurus is a feminine energy. We have earth and water that is feminine energies, and swords and fire are masculine energies. So we have Libra swords, right? And Taurus, who is a pentacle energy. So we have both feminine and masculine energies here. So we have the Six of Wands. I feel like you are going to be releasing yourself from this Four of Cups, releasing yourself from the comfort zone here. I think that's what's going to be going on for you soon. And it feels like you're going to be getting a lot of attention. Look, it's like you're releasing yourself into the atmosphere here. We've got the great big air balloon, but look at all those little air balloons around. It's like all of a sudden people see you because you are the Empress after all. People are going to notice that you've got a glow up on the outside. You're mentally stable on the inside, right? You're not a person who's out of character. It feels like you are somebody who's confident in the way you walk and hold yourself. And you're handsome, you're beautiful, you've taken care of whatever you need to take care of, you're stable and balanced. That's who the Empress is. And I feel like it's attracting a lot of attention. And I feel like that might be why you're in this comfort zone. You're like, do I really want to attract this attention? Because I feel like you might be a person who attracts attention wherever you go. We've got the Five of Swords. Being patient for the right person or the person who doesn't have these fundamental differences from you. Because I feel like you know what you want. You're very confident in your life and you know what you want. But the Five of Swords is the fundamental differences. And I feel like that's what keeps you in your comfort zone. And being patient, waiting for someone to show up for you. Just going to say no one's going to break in to date you. But I think you know that already, and you would probably want to date the person that broke in anyway, right? But the Five of Air is like the Five of Swords, right? And so it does feel like, I want to say that there is, you keep finding glaring differences between you and other people because you're healed and most of the world is not. And I think that's the hardest part about being healed or being in the Empress energy, because you see what's going on out there, right? You're trying to be patient, but you see what's going on out there. We've got the Ten of Cups. And so the reason that you're being patient and you're waiting is because you want the one. Like you're looking for the last date, the last person who's going to take you to finish line, right? The last person you're ever going to have in your life. And so I want to say, keep meditating, stay in your spiritual practice, whatever that is for you, whether it's meditation, religion, prayer, whatever it is. I feel like the Ace of Cups is in the reverse right now, because there is, I feel, something or someone is watching you, or something is coming, or you will come to the knowledge of someone who is interested here. It feels like it's probably quite close as we get to the edge of the reading into the future here. So tell me about the Six of Wands and the Empress. We have the Page here. Yes, something new is coming. Look, y'all, you're giving me new energy. I like it. I think that the last reading I did was who's the new person, right? The new person. So this is a new connection here. This is someone who's new. You're going to meet this person in this group of people, the Six of Wands. Now, this person I feel is somebody who they could be Leo, could be Taurus, could be Libra. They could be someone who is an air sign. We do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. We have Sagittarian energy and a lot of water, right? So we have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. I feel like your person could be somebody who is brand new, that shows up when you least expect it. I feel like you might be in a group of people when this person shows up, because this is about getting a lot of attention. So I feel like when this person shows up, I feel like you're not expecting to meet somebody that you feel connected to in water or emotion. You're connecting to the Page as this brand new connection here. You're connecting to them as the Queen of Cups. There could be an age difference here because of the Page of Water, right? The pages are younger, so there could be an age difference here. And then we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is in the reverse. I feel like you're in the mood of making a decision about somebody here. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're interested in maybe trying this out, possibly. Maybe you're feeling flexible of the mind, which is great, because a flexible mind is one that you want. You don't want to be stuck in your thought patterns, right? A flexible mind is a healthy mind. And I feel like when you meet this new person here, I feel like there is a connection. I feel like you're open to it, I want to say, with the Two of Swords being in the reverse, that you're open to it here. Tell me more about this Page of Cups and the Two of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. So 3 and 2 is 5. And we've got 5 and 5 is 10. I feel like you're releasing some sort of past memory or being stuck in the mind, because you were, after all, starting out this reading in the Four of Cups, right? So someone who isn't really wanting to get out amongst people, because I'm not really sure if I'm really ready to meet people. But I feel like that's when you meet somebody, when you're not ready, when you're no longer in need, when you don't want someone to need you, and when you don't need someone is when that person, the right one, is going to show up here. So it does feel like 5 and 5 is 10. You're releasing something here, and that's why this page is showing up here. Tell me about the 5 of Air, 10 of Water, and the Patience card. The Patience card being Sagittarius energy, also being Temperance, is also a moment of alchemy. We do have the 5 of Cups here. 2 5s in this reading, right? We got 3 actually. 5 of Water, 5 of Air, and then 2 and 3 is 5. So we have, these are swords, right? We have 3 5s. So something is about to change quickly for you here, for somebody. We do have, oh, look, 5 5 5. There we go. We've got the 5 of Fire. So I really do feel like there is somebody here that is showing up. It does feel like they possibly could be somebody who has a fire placement. It feels like they want to pursue. It does feel like you will meet them in a very busy space or a busy area. So a restaurant or at a gathering, maybe a wedding or a family something or other. The 5 of Fire makes me feel like this person stands out amongst the crowd, but they feel like there's a lot of competition for you because all of these other balloons are showing up here, right? All these other balloons are showing up, and it feels like I want to say that this person feels like maybe you have nothing in common. They want to approach you, but maybe they feel like that you have nothing in common with them, or maybe they're just feeling like, maybe if I approach this person, they're not going to be interested, because, the Empress can be a little bit of intimidating energy, right? Somebody who is quite, attractive, someone who takes really good care of themselves, can be a little bit of energy that is kind of makes somebody nervous. It could be that. We've got the Seven of Wands, we've got the King of Wands, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like there is somebody here who's going to have their eye on you. So it does feel like you are going to end up being out in a social situation here. And the thing is you're not looking for love, because the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. This might be something your friends invited you to, or a dinner, or, who knows, maybe you meet the waiter in an upscale restaurant, like who knows, right? But it does feel like this person doesn't immediately show you their fire, because it is a little bit intimidating. It feels like it's a little bit of an intimidating energy. So you might be with a bunch of people. You might be in an upscale restaurant. You might be at a wedding. Like, it might be just not an appropriate time for this person to show their interest in you. Tell me about this Page of Cups. I want to know more about the Page of Cups, please. Because I feel like this is the person we're talking about. They're probably fire and water, which tells me they could be Sagittarius, because that's temperance for me. Or they could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Or they could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Tell me about this page, please. We do have the Three of Wands. It's like somebody is, I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life, is what I'm hearing. Foreigner. So I'm clairaudient, so I get a lot of songs that give me messages. So it feels like the Three of Fire tells me, the Three of Wands tells me they've been waiting for someone like you to show up in their life here. We have the Page of Fire. I feel like they are going to connect with you. So if they are the waiter, if they are the person who's like serving at the wedding, or like it feels like it's an inappropriate situation, but it's very busy, they might not necessarily be with your party, but it feels like somebody's going to take a chance. They're going to risk it. They're going to take a chance and wait till maybe you walk away from the table and hopefully cut you off at the pass and talk to you. Like it feels like somebody's going to take a chance, or a little bit of a risk here, because they've been waiting for someone like you, and they don't want to let this opportunity go. We do have the Messenger of Water. So that is the page, that is the Messenger. Oh, what's this? Hang on. We've got the Page of Water. We've got the Messenger of Water, which is the Knight. So we've got the Messenger of Water. So this person immediately feels a connection to you. Tell me about the Two of Swords in the reverse. This person is going for it. That's what it feels like. It feels like, yeah, in my head, it looks like maybe you're at a very busy restaurant, maybe an upscale restaurant, and you get up to go to the washroom or get up to whatever, and this person sort of heads you off at the pass. So is there something I can help you with? I'm sorry, can I get your coat? Is there something that you need? And they start making conversation, is what it feels like. It doesn't have to be at a restaurant, but it feels like it's that sort of situation. This person doesn't want to let this little connection, right? The Page of Earth is here. The Page of Pentacles, this small moment in time that I have to make a connection with you, I don't want to let it go, because you're the star. This person sees it in you immediately. They feel immediately connected to you. You are the brightest star in the room, it feels like, and they're hopeful that they can make a little bit of conversation with you. The Eight of Wands is here, and they know they gotta act quick. They know something has got to happen quickly, or you're going to be gone forever. We have the Hermit energy, we have the Queen of Water, and we have the Six of Cups. They feel an immediate connection to you. And it's like the higher self says to them, go. You need to do it now. Right now. The Queen of Water is here. Somebody's like, this is something I can't let go of. This person's beautiful and compassionate and kind, and the Empress. And I feel like this person is going to take a chance, is what it is. Yep. King of Earth. There we go. They're the person who's looking for their person to settle down with, is what it looks like. Let's take out this deck of mine and see if we can get a little bit of information. This little deck of mine is just going to give us a little bit of information about maybe what they look like, or maybe where they are geographically, or maybe a sign, like what sign they are possibly. Let's look at this. Tell me about the collective, please. Seeks emotion. That's Queen of Water. That's a lot of cups. We have a lot of cups here, right? Seeks emotion is one of the, this is a person who is seeking love. They're not seeking passion. They're very grounded. They're very soft. And I don't mean in a bad way. I mean that they're, if they're a woman, they're very, soft and kind and beautiful and compassionate. And if it's a man, it's like they're very masculine, but in sort of a protective kind of soft way. It's the masculine feminine thing, right? So I always say to you, I don't care if you're a woman or a man. I'm looking at your energy. That's what I'm reading. I'm not reading body parts. I'm reading the energy. And so that's what I'm feeling here. That there is one here who is ready to take care, prepare it. I'm going to help you. I'm going to settle down with you. And then there's one here who's very soft and flowing here. Seeks emotion. We have threes. So this might be, maybe you see threes. Maybe you're sitting section 3. Like it feels like that you might be seeing threes just before you see this person. It's indicating help is on the way. Keep growing. Prayers are coming true. And a new journey is close. We've got the 8s. Possibly you're seeing 8s, which does indicate success, financial blessings. You're going in the right direction, divine gifts. Something's about to be illuminated for you, and you'll be reaping benefits of hard work. Your intuition is kind of on fire. We have someone who's physically fit. They could be someone who is Virgo energy. They could have a placement in Virgo. They are single. Somebody who's very confident. It doesn't look like anything spectacular will happen this year with them, but it says here that they are warm as the sun. So they are very interested, which to me is Leo energy. And all this means that not this year means you're just not probably going to get married and have children this year. It feels like it's probably something, if it happens, moves very slow because the King of Earth is here, right? Which is the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, seeking material things. That's the King of Pentacles. So this person does want to move slow, very slow. But I feel like they're going to go right out of character and move really quickly because whatever situation you meet them in, they know that all they have is that moment. And so for some of you, it's very exciting. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for showing up here. I appreciate you. Singles, I'm going to go, but I'll be back tomorrow with another singles reading. Love you guys. Bye-bye.